Hello friend and welcome back once again to Strategic Command World War II World at War. This episode is brought to you by Poomnorau. If you would like to support me as well, then you should head down to patreon.com, see which level of support suits you. Now, it has been a little while since I actually played this. To be honest, I mean, I'm doing 10 episodes a month, so there might sometimes be a little bit of a break in between each episode. I am gonna go over everything for now because that's kind of what I need to do, and then usually what happens is I will, now do a bunch of episodes, like 4 or 5 in a row, and oh no, I don't want them to sleep. I actually really don't like the looks of that. But let's just see what happens. So obviously I cannot attack that there. Oh, really? So you're dead. Okay, I get it. Well, I tried. Definitely need to reinforce these guys as well. We'll see what the Americans will be able to muster up. I'm not going to attack there, obviously, but yeah, this is my first line of defense, so to say, as the Italians and the Spanish here. It's a bit concerning, to say the least, but at the very least will be done here. And yeah, look, I think taking the Persian oil fields prior to moving back east or something, it is probably a good idea. So I'll probably do that. So it does look like, at least for the Germans, I am quite done. I also don't have points anymore, so I am inclined to just leave it at that. Now this submarine, it's probably best to send it up further there. We recaptured Trabzon. Now that does mean that we're currently on our way, I guess, towards the Russian border, but I'm not 100% convinced of my position here just yet. One of the, I guess, problems is that basically what I found out is that the enemy can keep rebuying units, and that they just have a cap on the amount of units that they have on the ground. I thought that if you destroyed them, then eventually they would be unable to rebuy, but that apparently wasn't the case. So that was quite unfortunate there. We know there's a unit in Madras. I might actually try to go for Bombay, which would take 10 points away from the enemy. This seems empty. Yeah, and it was. So that's good. That's a national morale objective. That doesn't cut their supplies. But that should still be pretty good. Now, we already did see that they had a bunch of units in both of these places, if I remember correctly, but I'll just repair these for now. Yeah, we'll have to see whether I do have the ability to go for those operations. First of all, it's pretty much useless to attack there, but you guys are dug in quite nicely. So I just kind of need to sort this out. So first of all, do I need a guy there? No, I do not. Well, I want you to take control of these units, and view of these. Yeah. They need to move up. What I want to do, well, I need to lower their entrenchments. Let's use the bombers first. These are, yeah, I need the fighters to do escort runs. Strategic. Like, this will hurt, but okay. That already lowered their readiness and morale and their entrenchment by a bit. These guys only have one attack. Let's use you now. I will get hurt for sure here. Well, that's the price I have to pay. I did not lower their entrenchment further with that. But the readiness and morale has dropped again. That actually made this attack favorable now. Okay. I don't anticipate actually taking it this turn, but the thing is, I really want to take these mines. Yeah, I really should. So, and the city too. It's 2.5. I just cannot decide to not take it. Okay, let's move you in here. They're unlikely to be able to kill them. I can see myself potentially taking Chongqing on the next turn, actually. These guys would have been able to get there, but for now, I guess they can't. Now, let's take a look at those partisans. One thing I could do here is move you in here, get these two go by transport into Shanghai, which will allow me to move you up, you in here, and these guys in here. Now, I know that they don't have entrenchments now, but it still looks good enough to me for the moment. And I actually think taking Chengdu here is a big, and the mine is a big deal, because it does take away at least 22.5 points away from the Chinese. The Chinese, despite everything, they're doing relatively poorly. Oh, no. Well, that didn't turn out too great. I thought it might have been worth the shot, ultimately. Wow, why do you not have those guys attached? That is actually a bit weird. I'll have to remember to take care of that on the next turn. However, I was looking to start reinforcing my navy further down in the Pacific. Let's actually use a long-range amphibious transport, and let's keep you hidden in there for now. Wonder what these guys are up to. I actually don't like the fact that I'm seeing that. I'll just reinforce these for now. I mean, these guys are toast. And we know that they had some unit coming potentially like from there. Not really sure where that might be headed. But it's probably worth trying to take a look. I mean, I'm reinforcing this region. Quite a bit. And I do, even on these battleships, want anti-submarine warfare. If I can take it, I will definitely do that. I don't mind spending a turn to actually grab that, and I think I should get that on my destroyers as well. So definitely looking to get those into a port for the moment. Then we do know that they have that heavy cruiser there for whatever reason. Yeah, you're dead. I'll try to get these guys out. And with some of these I can actually upgrade. So definitely also reinforce these wherever I can. The longer I can hold off the Americans, eventually the better. I'm actually looking to get at least some of these carriers back over here, since it does seem like they might be potentially trying to do another landing, which down here would be devastating because I just simply don't have the troops to do anything there. I mean, obviously I'm insanely overstretched when it comes to the amount of units in Japan. Yeah, I could purchase 2 more garrisons, which is, I guess, something I definitely need to do. But the AI does have kind of free play in that sense that, you know, I can't do anything against that. I have to both defend over here and defend over here, and that is pretty tricky. Meanwhile, I need to invade India in whatever way possible, take China. It is a similar problem to what the Germans have in that sense. It's just that they're so overstretched that they cannot actually do a whole lot more. At any rate, I should be... I think the other submarine down there went down. Like I do think it actually died. Somewhere along those lines. I'm not too sure where. But yeah. I think that does conclude, though, whatever I want to do. These guys are pretty much stuck, but like I said, I do actually anticipate taking Chongqing potentially on the next turn. They will change their capital to Lanchao, but it also does open them up, for me at least, to move further over there. These guys will be in poor supply then. Because they are getting their supply from Chongqing for the most part, I think. Although also from Qingchao. Right. Either way, let's start another allied turn of misery. If they land here, I'm also in serious trouble. Chinese morale suffers from the loss of Wanting. Let's zoom in a bit. So they repaired. They're dead. We already knew that. At least they had to use 3 destroyers. That really does not bode well. The fact that they are using aircraft carriers to attack there now, I don't like it. Okay, some pullbacks. I obviously don't mind seeing that. Might also potentially allow me to reclaim this road, this railroad. It's a very critical railroad, actually. This one here through Chengchao. Okay. Yeah. So while the AI is, they're moving fleet, I wonder if that is actually their staging fleet. Based on what we saw there, we already know that they're going to try and make a landing. Possibly in the near future, if not now already. Although they have a lot of bombers. Which also might be my undoing there in Africa. They're holding reasonably well so far, the fighters, but it's going to cost me a lot to repair. I can guarantee you that. Now we have nothing. Just... wow. Doesn't surprise me that the allies had a lot of problems dealing with the enemy air units. Holy smokes. Wow, 5 damage. That's an Italian unit. Okay, I won't be retaking that. I'll switch them out, and very likely that Italian unit will be dead. Maybe even this Romanian unit, although if they retreat, not necessarily. The AI, now that they have advanced weaponry level 2, is substantially stronger as well. Really opening up a lot of avenues for them to attack. Which is very hard for me to catch up on in terms of MPP. Which is also why I desperately need more MPPs from other places, like Persia. Oh, wow. That was unanticipated. I have to say that I do keep underestimating the enemy's strength, or at least their ability to deal damage. That's something that I continuously seem to underestimate. Maybe that's because, you know, I'm used to my previous playthrough with the AI not really being able to deal that much damage in general. It seems like they didn't land just yet, but I can totally see the AI doing a naval landing in 1943 in France, if you ask me. I would not be surprised, let me just tell you that. Yeah, whatever. Commonwealth Party gains ground in the UK, winning their first election. Fair enough. Well, yeah, let's not do that. Okay. Let's see here first. So it's not looking very amazing, but I do need an entry point somewhere. Like I could destroy the army, but then what am I going to do afterwards? So I can destroy the cavalry, but what does that help me ultimately? Okay, that did not go very well. I'm also definitely putting one new army there. And let's at the very least put one at Strasbourg. Engineers, huh? Yeah. I kind of need those. Alright, some garrisons for the Japanese. Yeah, so bit of problem here. Regardless, let's pull you back again. Some German troops. They should be slightly more resistant against. Gee, man. Okay, I need TRNG to work with me here. But so far it doesn't seem super friendly. They are getting like, what am I looking to do here? I guess maybe try to get to the artillery here. Maybe that's what I'm looking to do. At least dealing with the artillery. Yeah, that... I'm not saying it really opens me up to do a whole lot of different stuff, but... Good. Okay. Most important thing as well is that at least I am proceeding. I don't think attacking here is that useful necessarily. I mean, my first objectives here are Zhytomyr and Vinnytsia, which give absolutely no points. Like, moving in ahead does open me up, I think, to too many dangers. Yeah. And that mechanized not gonna beat me anyway. My flank is still very much in danger as well. At least for now I'm holding my own against the Russians as far as that can be said. Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's attach you. There's no way I get to bomb here. So let's not try. I was going to operate these over to this area. Also because I think it would be necessary to have additional reinforcements already on hand, like I said. And let's switch them because they're more likely to attack Brest, and I'd rather have them being funneled into this smaller area. Yeah, that's definitely, I think, the way. This is still not good. Alright, well, goodbye. Oh, they're a mix, right? Okay. Well, they have no chance. That's fine, though. I don't need any navy. I really don't. So that's that. Let's attack into Iran or Persia. Persia, yeah. No, I don't want to declare wars to the Italians, but that's Germany. Doesn't really matter. All right. Gotta take Basra as well. Alright, and then we're moving towards the other oil fields, so we should be able to take those. I don't think they'll be able to defeat them. But they did pretty well, actually. Despite the circumstances. Crazy that it only gives me 3 supply. Maybe it increases per turn. Could be. So, you in here, you in there. That's a little bit stronger than the garrison, albeit not much. Let's repair you. Move you forward. So depending on how things go, I might also try to take Saudi Arabia. They also have some oil fields there, so that would technically be another 30 points coming from there. That would be real good if I can capture that. But again, time's ticking, and there's of course a gazillion American units coming. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So, given this, I guess they can get out through this way. It means that the next stop is Algiers. They'll be there relatively close, or quick. But I got you out, and I should be able to get these guys out too, yeah. Yeah, you have to go through here. So they will not likely survive. But yeah, it does mean I will lose also 16 MPP. That's actually quite a lot, and the same for Algiers is 8. But Oran is the more unfortunate target there. I do need a unit on Cordoba, and let's just keep you on Madrid. I mean, at this stage, I need at least units over here to defend against a possible invasion, and to be able to thwart the AI. Yeah, we're getting pretty low on points. I don't see myself defeating these guys I don't see myself defeating these guys quickly. At least it doesn't give them any MPPs, very little supply. So at least it's good in that sense. Let's upgrade the core here. We'll also need that sooner or later. Now, I mean, this is super bad, but yeah, I just can't do that. No, it's just not worth the points at all. I really need to put that into not only, I guess, diplomacy. Sweden, how far are they? 80. I gotta invest in that, and then also into some research. I'm nowhere if I don't put in some research at any rate. Definitely need to try and get some advanced fighters as well, because I'm not... What if... Yeah, if I don't increase with that. A very rough turn in terms of MPP, mostly because of the air war. Really showing that we still don't have enough, but I do hope to be able to get a bit more from this. Quickly taking this, if they don't have unit on that, then moving these guys back, probably also going for Saudi Arabia here. I don't think Oman or Yemen is gonna be that necessary, especially since Aden is not useful to take. I'm gonna have to watch out through here. These developments are pretty interesting. At any rate, the only thing I'm gonna do for now is I guess try to attack these. Great. Alright. So they failed taking Guadalcanal for the moment, which I'm quite happy about. And yeah, we'll continue with this turn in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Special shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Poomnerau, Tilly'sFan555, Mandingo, Tomislav Flynn, Swords, C-Data, Thomas B. Marshall, and Dungeon Pastor. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.